What is going on, guys? Not a whole lot going on here, just beginning my day, and wanted to come on and chit chat for a minute about some stuff. So I was having this exchange with this guy on YouTube who claims to be a target, and he's claiming that he wanted to help me out. And even though I go on and he has no content, no videos, I don't know anything about him, I entertain the idea just because, what the hell, just see what's gonna happen, see how this is gonna play out. And it played out exactly how I thought it would, because most of the people that are on my platform are the very people that I talk about, the very people who are harassing me, and the very people who are doing these horrific, unimaginable things to me. They are associated with it, or they know about it, or they're doing it to somebody else in another city. But I'll just go through the ringer like how it all went down, and you guys can look at it for yourselves through the comments if you like. Now, I'm not going to say that everyone who comes on who doesn't have any content is a perp. I'm not going to say that, because that would not be fair. I don't understand it. I don't understand why someone would come on and say they're targeted. Their freedoms are being taken away from them. They're being harassed and they're being oppressed. Because that's the nature of gang stalking. It's not a small thing. It's a very serious thing. And so I couldn't imagine anyone coming on YouTube and just being a spectator. If you're a target, you're just spectating. You're just watching other people's situations, and you might comment here and there, but you're not really talking too much about your own situation. That's weird to me. But just because it's weird to me doesn't mean that it means you're a perp. So I'll try to be fair. But most of the people who are subscribed to my channel have no content, no videos, nothing about themselves. Nobody knows anything about them. Just their little icon name, and that's it. And I think that's very weird, like I said, because how do I know who I'm talking to? The whole game of being gang stalked is like you're being gang stalked. People are behind the mask and trying to hurt you and trying to harm you, and lying on you, sabotaging you, and writing false narratives, and that whole inconspicuous type of setup. So how do you possibly know if you don't have the content to show and say, hey, yeah, I'm going through the same thing, I'm a target, yeah. But anyway, this guy says, he wants to help out, and then he starts going through the whole motion of, oh, they're stopping me from, sending my information. I put my phone number down there, and, they stopped me from, is it not there? And which is weird. It's like, so when you typically post something, you can see that it's there. And then when you log out and log back in, it's still there. So if that happens, normally whoever you sent it to received it. That's normally how it works. I could be wrong. So you don't have to question whether or not a comment or a post that you sent was sent, received, or whatever. If it's still posted, still recorded on your page, usually it went out to the receiver. Now if it disappears, that means that it's been erased. It's been erased on your end. It's also being erased on the person that you're trying to send it to. But he goes through this whole motion of they're stopping me from recording, and they're preventing me from being able to send you this information, da 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 da. So I keep suggesting. I suggest 3 times. I said, why don't you make a video and send your email through the video, and that way I can get the email and, you know, reach out to you. Never once responded to that. So it's like, again, I don't want to be harsh, and I don't want to sit here and say that, you know, this or that is the reason, or this or that is the situation. I'm just saying that you don't really, but then we wonder and ask questions why you could go through something like this and, you know, go through it for so long and possibly even die while going through this. A prime example of that is Wayne Daniels. He was a targeted individual who was homeless. He was supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite. And you had all these Hebrew Israelites on YouTube, all these men talking shit. You know, some of them still had cars, some of them still had homes and apartments, and yet this man is still homeless out on the street. Nobody going to his aid, no one helping him until all of a sudden he dies. Then everybody want to come together. He doesn't die, he's murdered. And everyone wants to come together and starts talking shit. It's the worst epidemic that we have in this world that I can think of. Is people who just don't do anything but talk shit. Whatever little bit they can do to help someone, they're not doing it. It doesn't matter how small it is. It doesn't matter, you know, if it's not monetary. If you can help somebody with something, do that. If you see that someone's being hurt or someone's being harmed, help them. But instead, you'd rather have a whole bunch of people just sitting up talking shit. And I only speak on this because I put my mouth where my money is. Anytime I've had anything to offer anyone as far as helping, I've always done just that. And I'll continue to do just that because that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm not a Christian, and I ain't worried about Jesus, and I'm just someone who knows that I have breath in my body that I did not give myself. And that was a blessing, and that was a gift. Therefore, whatever it is that I have and my next door neighbor doesn't have and they need it, it's kind of my responsibility to give. I'm being given things that I didn't earn. I'm being given sunlight right now. I didn't earn that. I'm being given oxygen, the wind coming in, allowing me to breathe. I didn't earn that. I'm being given things that are essential for me to live every day that I didn't earn. And I don't necessarily deserve it. You know, I'm just being given it. But I just thought I'd highlight that situation, that ordeal, because it's just one of the many reasons why I've always made it a point not to deal with people on YouTube, because it's just the show. Most of the people that are subscribed to me are just perps, rapists, sick, voyeuristic individuals who envy you, who are jealous of you, who want to fuck you, who want to abuse you, who want to misuse you. And that is all. And for that very reason, just be mindful of that. For those of you who are innocently coming on here thinking that this is a good place to be, it is not. The people are not interested in helping you. They are watching you, like people on this platform are watching me as entertainment. That's it. They don't care what's happening to me and what's going on. They don't care. All these little raggedy, watered down bullshit comments, that's all they are. Empty words. They don't do anything for me. And in the moment you start talking about something with substance, there's all the excuses. So the better bet and the best thing for you to do is just to make sure you try to forge relationships out here in the 3D. It's just as scary, but you're going to have a better outcome dealing with people that you can actually see. If you want to investigate who they are, you can do that. You're not talking to a shadow. You're not talking to someone who wants to remain a shadow, even though, quote unquote, they're TIs. I'm a TI, and who doesn't want to be known and discovered? Anyway, just wanted to share. Have a good one.